Hey Chamber members, today we're going to be talking about how you can unlock the potential of your website. So if you want to drive more leads and more sales through your website, stay tuned because we're going to be talking about conversion rate optimization, or CRO for short, and I'll be giving you a bit of a 101 on how you can do that and take some of those principles and apply them to your business to help your business grow. Hi, my name's Braden Dawson, the founder and owner of WebAntler, a digital marketing and strategy agency that helps Kiwi businesses scale and grow to dominate the local market and also into overseas markets as well. Now, whether you're running an e-commerce business or a professional services business, your website is really important to being able to attract users and turn them into a lead or a sale. So it's really important to get your website right so that it's super effective at helping drive your business forward. So what is conversion rate optimization? Well, a conversion is the way that someone turns into a lead or a sale via your website. We would deem that being a conversion. And a conversion rate is just the rate of people coming into your website and turning into a conversion, so into a lead or sale, and the rate that that is happening per visitor coming to your website. And obviously optimization is all about improving that process and that ratio so that you're getting better and better at actually turning visitors into leads and sales all the time. Now, one of the first things we need to realize before looking at CRO is the fact that when you've invested quite a lot of money into design and development of your website, you must admit that your website is not perfect. Now, this can be a hard admission to make, but once we get over the fact that your designers and developers have done their very best effort to give you a great website, we've got to admit that it still isn't perfect, because there is no way that we know the exact ins and outs of the thinking of your customers or the way that they're going to treat your brand and your content. And so this is where CRO comes in. All right, so we've talked about how CRO is so important for your business. It's going to drive a ton more profitability for your business because you're converting people at a better and better rate. Now, this becomes even increasingly more important, especially if you're investing a lot of budget into campaign design and ad campaign budget as well. So you're spending a lot to get those visitors to your website. So you cannot afford to let any of those fall through the cracks. So CRO is what you need to invest in. So let's dive into what CRO is and what the core principles are. So at its core, CRO is a data-driven scientific way of testing and learning what is going to work best with your users. Now, how we do that is we look at your website data. And there's two forms of data that we often look at. The first one is your web analytics data itself, so your Google Analytics data. And that form of data allows us to understand how users are traveling through your website and what specific pages are they dropping off on. And by identifying that, you can start to pinpoint specific pages that might be the leaky holes in the bucket of your website. And those particular pages might be turning people away. People might be getting confused and are leaving. Now, we don't want that. So the second form of data that we can use is through third-party tools that allow us to see heat mapping data. And heat mapping data allows us to actually see the individual clicks and mouse movements of the specific engagements that users are taking as they scroll and interact with the content on your page. And what this is going to tell us is the specific content that they are enjoying, that they are reading, that they are engaging with, and the specific things that are actually turning them away, the pieces of content that they're ignoring, or worse yet, the very content that is actually causing them to close the browser and turn away and not become a conversion for your business. Now let's talk about scientific testing. So the scientific testing side of things is all informed by that data, because from that data analysis, we've understood what pages people are leaving the website on, and hopefully the type of content that perhaps is turning them away as well. And we can take the analytics insight and that data insight and turn it into a hypothesis. So you'll probably have a really good guess at what that specific reason is that people are leaving, and you would come up with a hypothesis as to what needs to be changed to improve that. Now, those changes could take many different formats. It might be just the case of changing out a headline or rewriting a paragraph, or it can sometimes even be a bit deeper than that. And you might actually get to the conclusion that you don't know your user well enough, and you actually need to go and do further user research to better understand their needs and to rewrite some of your content. Okay, so now we've got our hypothesis and the changes that we want to make as the result, and this is where the scientific testing part comes in. We can use third-party software that allows us to do A/B testing to test the original version of that page versus the changes that we're going to make. And that allows us to test and observe the changes to your conversion rate as the users come to the website. And so what we can do is 50-50 split test the traffic to the original version and to the new version and see which one converts better. And then once we've got that data, we permanently implement the one that is working best. Okay, so there we have it. That's an overview of CRO. Now, this can be done as a one-off project, but is best treated as something that is done as an ongoing basis, and that way you're incrementally improving your conversion rate all the time. And that's what's going to set your website ahead of all of your competitors and drive your profitability forward. Thanks so much for tuning in and learning about CRO with me. If you need help with your website in terms of driving more conversions and being more profitable, please come and talk to WebAntler. We're more than happy to help you with your CRO. Otherwise, hope you learnt heaps and look forward to seeing you in the next video.